Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video and would like to receive notifications of my future video postings, please subscribe. I know most of you are new to my YouTube channel, and some of you are probably the first time cooking in the wok with stir fry. So I would like to make videos for those of you in that category to be able to get going as quickly as possible. This video is one of those examples. I want to show you how to cook something that is very quick, but at the same time, it is tasty. The essence of stir fry is to achieve what is known as wok chi, which is a term to describe the flavor of the ingredients after you cook them. If you would like to learn more about what is wok chi, you can take a look at this video. Wok chi basically has three characteristics. The first one is that to achieve what is known as the Maillard chemical reaction that will lead to generation of flavor molecule on the surface of the food ingredients. And the second is to achieve caramelization of the food ingredients to give that special flavor. And the final characteristic of wok chi is to achieve a slight charring of the food ingredients. Based on my conversation with a master chef many years ago, if you are able to achieve all these three attributes, then you have a perfect stir-fry dish. I think in general people tend to agree that in order to achieve wok chi, you have to cook in a commercial kitchen with a stove have high heat capacity. With my conversation with my cousin Marge, which I will call her for the sake of this video, she's an excellent cook, and she taught me how to achieve wok chi in the home kitchen. It turned out that it's not that difficult. Once you understand the principles, you can make compensations depend on what you have available on hand. In this video, I'm going to show you how to achieve wok chi by using cooking this chicken dish as an example. At the same time, I'm going to briefly describe how my fast cooking system works, which include flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. If you are not familiar with it, you can take a look at this video. Advanced prepping is an important attribute of my cooking system because efficiency is really important. You will only cook when you're able to cook quickly and effectively. So for advanced prepping in chicken is very important. If you like chicken, this approach will make it much easier for you to have chicken anytime you want. I usually buy chicken in what is known as the family pack. This is the most economical, and I tend to buy them on sale. When I got them back into my home, I will prep them immediately. I will slice them to the size that is best for stir fry, and then I will store them in Ziploc sandwich bag, usually in 8-ounce package. This is about the right amount for me to cook for me and my wife. After I put them in the Ziploc bag, I try to push out as much air as possible, and then I will store them in a flat configuration. This is particularly important when you thaw the chicken out because it has the greatest surface area. So you can put it in a bowl of warm water or just into the sink, and you will thaw out in about 5 to 10 minutes. I usually cut the chicken into a smaller size, but for this particular demonstration, I'm going to show you I actually cut the chicken into a bigger size because of my son's request. He loves chicken tender, so he would like to see whether my chicken will resemble chicken tender that he enjoys. Here is another important lesson that my cousin Marge taught me, and she said you should coat your chicken with cornstarch. There are a couple of reasons that why you coat the chicken with cornstarch. First of all is that by coating in cornstarch, it will absorb the moisture the chicken usually will have after you thaw them out. Anytime when you add moisture to stir fry, it will reduce the oil temperature, and therefore it will decrease the effectiveness of the heat of the oil. Secondly, by coating it with cornstarch, the cornstarch will protect the chicken during stir fry. Therefore, the texture of the chicken is going to be more tender and also more moist. For this dish, I'm also going to add lemon pepper to the coating with cornstarch. I will mix them all together. The lemon pepper will give flavor to the chicken directly. For this dish, I'm also going to cook the dish with onion, which I have diced in advance. And my son has requested me to put in some jalapeno pepper because he likes spice food. I'm going to cook this dish with my 14-inch Cucinary stainless steel wok. Now, you can see in this wok that it has some remnant food ingredients because I have cooked another dish. And I do not wash the dish because this dish will add flavor to it. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of canola oil to the wok. Now, I'm not going to spice season the wok because I just finished cooking the other dish. I'm going to add the chicken to the wok. But you notice that I'm using a pair of tongs. The reason for that is that because the cornstarch tend to stuck the chicken together, so the tong is much easier for me to separate them. I find this kind of tong very useful. It has a long handle, and so it is very convenient when you want to break things up in the wok. I strongly recommend you to pick one up, and they are relatively inexpensive. After I have the chicken pretty much separated, then I switch to my wok spatula because that's easier for me to stir and mix them. As you can see, the chicken cooked really quickly. Pretty much the outside already cooked. At this point, I'm going to add the jalapeno pepper. The reason I add the jalapeno pepper later because I do not want to introduce moisture into the oil. At this point, I'm going to add about half cup of chopped onion to the wok. The reason I chop up the onion because I want to have the onion flavor as well. Onion contains sugar, so it will provide a source of caramelization. Since I want the onion to cook quickly, so it is much better to add the onion in a diced form rather than in slices. I continue to stir fry the ingredients in the wok and monitor, make sure the chicken is not overcooked. At this point, I also noticed that there's something stuck at the bottom of the wok, which means that there might not be enough oil. So I use my squeeze bottle and add more oil to it. After I stir fry the content for about 10 to 15 seconds, the dish is done. The total cook time is less than 2 minutes. I then transfer the contents to a serving plate. As you can tell, the appearance of the chicken looks really good. It looks like it has achieved wok chi. The chicken looks moist and flavorful, but even more attractive is that you can see the outside of the chicken show some charring. However, it doesn't matter what it looks like. The ultimate test is what it tastes like. So I asked my son to do a taste test, and he said he really liked it. He liked the chicken in a bigger piece because make it taste like chicken tender. Also, when it is bigger, it is more moist and tender inside the chicken. He also said the chicken has great flavor. He always loves onion, and he feels that the purple onion gives the chicken a sweetness. And of course, the part he likes most is the jalapeno pepper, and he said the spiciness goes really well with the chicken. So as a whole, I think this dish was a success. So I'm going to compress the sequence of the cooking and show it to you for its entirety. For those who are beginners in stir frying in the wok, this will give you a sense of the overall timing in cooking this dish. So you see, as in the beginning, probably the most important thing is that you want to break up the chicken quickly. A pair of tongs will be help. If you don't have that, you probably can use a fork. A stainless wok spatula is really effective. So if you don't have one of those, I strongly recommend you to get one. I want you to remember that this is only a template and you are free to modify it the way you like to. Of course, you can skip the jalapeno pepper if you don't like spicy food. You can even skip the onion or just cook the chicken by itself. On the other hand, you can add garlic instead. Adding scallion toward the end of the cooking process is also excellent for introducing some nice flavor to the dish. Lastly, the seasoning is entirely up to you. I use lemon pepper, but you can use other seasonings as well. For example, you can use my basic seasoning mix. So I would call this a template. And the potential variation to this template is almost infinite. You can change many different aspects based on your personal preferences. Therefore, my goal of my fast cooking system with flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking is to make home cooking not only efficient, but fun and creative. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, please click the like icon below because this will help me to reach a broader audience. I'm posting video about one each day. If you'd like to receive notifications of my future video postings, please subscribe. See you next time.